Hello everyone, welcome back to Breaking News Nigeria. Guys, this is a shocking twist in Nnamdi Kanu's trial. The genocide of Biafra leaders reportedly decided to defend himself in court, stepping down Chief Kanu Agabi, senior advocate of Nigeria, and his entire legal team. Now, this journalist, Akande, a seasoned journalist and former presidential aide, has reacted, saying this move might not be a good one. Now, so reports are reaching us that, confirm that Nnamdi Kanu told the court he would represent himself in his ongoing trial. This comes after his top lawyer, Chief Kanu Agabi, a highly respected senior advocate of Nigeria, withdrew from the case. Other members of his legal team reportedly stepped down as well. So to many observers, this move was unexpected, especially at such a critical stage where Kanu has just listed 23 witnesses, including high-profile names like Charles Soludo, Nyesom Wike, Dave Umaya, to appear in his defense. And many Nigerians are shocked about that, that statement that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. Imagine saying that people that doesn't even like him, like Nyesom Wike and Dave Umaya, to come and defend him. Now, this journalist, Akande, known for his balanced political analysis, did not even mind words at all. He expressed serious concerns, saying it is risky and unwise for someone facing such a politically sensitive and legally complicated trial to dismiss his experienced legal team. Like the journalist, Akande, was saying that it's unwise. In fact, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has made a very big mistake by telling his legal team, like his experienced legal team, to leave the case and let him be able to defend himself. Like, guys, this is actually, shocking. I would love you guys to listen to him and hear what you have to say and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. And I'm going to be right back. Guys, watch this video and I'll be right back.
Oh, yes, indeed. Mr. Laolu Akande joins us now. He is the presenter of Inside Sources and also a former presidential aide. But just before we bring him on to take a look at some of the issues we have outlined earlier, we understand that the defense of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at the Federal High Court is currently ongoing. Crew sent us some visuals from earlier on. We understand that Mr. Kanu says he will be representing himself as his own lawyer. Don't forget that Mr. Aloy Ejimako was arrested alongside Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's brother on Monday during the protest organized by the Take It Back movement. So this morning, Mr. Kanu says he'll be representing himself as his own lawyer, opening his defense in the ongoing terrorism trial against him. The development is after his lead counsel, Kanu Agabi, alongside other senior advocates in his legal team, withdrew their legal representation. Mr. Kanu also refused a lawyer to be provided to him by the court when trial judge Justice James Omotosho offered the same. So that's news we're getting out of the court this morning, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is representing himself. His lawyers have withdrawn, and we also know that one of them was also detained by the police. But these are visuals that were sent in this morning. These visuals are from the court of law. You know that cameras are not allowed in the court of law, so we cannot say these are live because they're not. In any case, a trial is underway. So this was prior to the trial resuming at the court. And we also understand that he wants to call 23 witnesses, amongst them the former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, SAN, as well as the current Minister of FCT, Wike, the Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, and former Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai. Well, I don't know what you make of this, Mr. Akande. I mean, 23 witnesses asking for a period of 90 days. Do you think, what do you think we should be expecting from your own estimation?
Well, I think it is clear that Mr. Kanu is not interested in pursuing this case.
Why do you say so?
Oh, clearly, because, the behavior and the conduct of himself and his lawyers, after they have said that we want a prompt trial, and you have a judge who is clearly ready to do the right thing, and then this is what you are working hard, you want to represent yourself, that tells me that he's not interested in pursuing the case in court. He's interested in a political solution. And that does have a bit of credit here, because of course we see some other things that are happening in this country. there are people who have behaved like Kanu, and their cases were settled in a political way. So I guess that is what he's more interested in. And my own argument.
That's speculation.
Yes, yeah. Actually, that's what I believe. Because if you look at the whole, the trajectory of the case, part of the reason why it has taken this long is also because of some of these shenanigans on both sides, on the side of the government prosecuting him and on his own side, changing lawyers back and forth, so I think that we need to explore the political solution, not because I don't believe that Kanu should get his day in court, but clearly this matter is being drawn out, and I think for the sake of our national cohesion, we need to, take another look at solving this matter politically. So if you have lawyers like Kanu Agabi, senior advocate of Nigeria, respectable lawyer, choosing to also walk out, then it's giving the whole case a very bad impression.
Okay.
So I don't know how government will deal with this, but it's clear to anybody that Kanu is interested in a political solution. They don't want to go forward with this case in court. That's my view.
Well, we'll see how that matter, proceeds in court. I mean, there have been quite a number of developments in recent times. You saw the protest that happened on Monday, and the measures by the government of the day to make sure that it didn't happen close to certain areas of the Federal Capital Territory. The police said they had an injunction, preventing protesters from getting to a particular area. People were very cautious. A lot of small businesses did not open on Monday. Civil servants could barely get to work because roads leading to the headquarters of Federal Civil were cordoned off. So, and some people say, look, this is also on the back of developments we've heard in recent times. It's been spoken in whispers about a coup that never took place. But we know that on October 1, for instance, the ceremonies that were supposed to have attended our independence Day celebrations didn't happen. A very strong reason wasn't given for it. But then we heard much later that, some people were arrested, some soldiers were arrested in connection with something else. That's what the military authorities tell us. But the media, some sections of the media have reported quite authoritatively that they heard that these people were arrested in connection with the coup. What are we to make of some of this? Are there any connections here and there that you can draw?
Well, okay, let me quickly first make a point about the protest. I think the response of the federal government security agencies on Monday was an overkill. If you look at what happened and how they disrupted activities in the FCT, it was more a case of the government security agencies preventing people from going about their regular businesses, because look,
that's for those who came out, because as I did say, some people were also cautious. They didn't come out.
That's the point, because people were prevented. I mean, I was trying to get into Transcorp around 3 o'clock when this demonstration had dissipated completely, and there were still roadblocks all over the place. So I think that it was an overkill, and I think we still need to get some protocol. I think the police authorities, our security agencies, and civil society NGOs need to sit down and agree on a protocol for protest. It is done everywhere. We shouldn't be doing all this hide and seek. We should understand that people have a right to protest, without disturbing, the regular business of the day for people who don't want to protest. We need to have that conversation and have those protocols. Now, on the issue of the allegations around the coup, we have, like you said, we have serious news media, reporting that something is going on. Number two, the military itself has said that they are detaining senior officers, including, as we have been told, a brigadier general and others. About 16, some reports say 16, some say 20. Now, that doesn't happen regularly. So, people are entitled to some informed speculation. But what I want to say is that if it is true that there was an attempt to have a coup, then we must commend the military intelligence for nipping it in the bud, and we must commend the leadership of the military, for taking care of that. The second point that I would like to make is that those who are opposed to the Tinubu administration or those who have differences with our current civilian leaders, they should go and fight them in the polls. We don't want a coup to be used to settle our political differences anymore. If you don't like what the president is doing, if you feel that he's going in a direction that is not in the interest of our country, don't do a coup. Don't go and support a coup. Don't clamor for a coup. Don't embrace a coup. Go to the polls. If you are a politician, go and defeat Tinubu at the polls. If you are a Nigerian, go and register to vote. This is how we ought to do it. We must raise our voices loud and clear against military incursion in politics.
Well, what do you make, though, of calls for transparency? Some people say, I mean, I saw the post of Bolaji Abdullahi, who is a member of the ADC, asking for, clarity on this, transparency on this, because they are afraid that this might be used to hunt down political opponents, so to speak.
Yeah, well, so I think also that it is useful if the military can give us more information and not try to deny some of the things. The military itself has said that we have arrested people.
Yeah, but they have come out vehemently to say that they never said there was a coup, or a coup attempt, that they arrested those people in connection with indiscipline and other military transgressions.
My whole issues with those reasons is that they are very weak. They don't sound strong enough to go and arrest a brigadier general because of that. It's very, very weak, and I think that our military people ought to do better than that in terms of the kind of information that you put out to the press. But I'm sure that what they are trying to do is they don't want to raise the tension. They don't want to create a credibility crisis for the current political leaders, because if you come out and say, yes, there has been a coup, that creates a credibility crisis for the president, for the governors, for all the civilian leaders that are elected. And like I said, we shouldn't, all of us as a people, we should make a very loud and clear position: no, no, no to coups.
Okay, well, the Senate is making sure that when we do go to the polls, that we are satisfied with the rules that guide the polls. They have recently said they're going to be looking at mandatory transmission of mandatory electronic transmission of results, and also that the burden of proof should move to INEC instead of the litigant. Do you think that will work?
Well, I am excited with the idea of electronic transmission. Because that was what Professor Yakubu promised us, and he couldn't deliver. And he didn't even have the courtesy to explain to us until he left what happened. Just say it's a glitch. So if we are moving in the direction of fixing that, to say that, look, when the election is held in a polling unit, it is electronically transmitted. That takes off the discretion of people who do all those things that we see, blotting out numbers, changing stuff. And it's a big deal. Now, this other issue of the burden of proof, lawyers are the ones that can explain better to us. But if it means that INEC should be able to defend what it has done, then it seems to be something that's also exciting.
Okay, we'll keep tabs on it. We have to thank you very much for sharing your thoughts with us as always. Mr. Laolu Akande is the presenter of Channel Television's Inside Sources. You can catch it on Fridays and on Sundays as well. And he's also a former presidential aide. Thank you once.
So, guys, I'm sure you guys have listened to this wonderful interview from this journalist. Honestly, I think Akande is right on this one. While it's understandable that Nnamdi Kanu may have lost confidence in his lawyers or may feel the need to take control of his narrative, representing himself, could complicate him. But let's be real, this case isn't an ordinary trial. It's layered with political interests, legal loopholes, and international human rights concerns. You need a strong, strategic, and coordinated legal team to navigate that battlefield. Acting as your own lawyer means you're emotionally involved, and that emotion could cloud objectivity and weaken your defense in court. Now, there may be so many reasons why Nnamdi Kanu took that decision. Yes, because Nnamdi Kanu maybe have lost hope because of betrayal and sabotage. Maybe he has lost hope in his legal team. So he said, okay, let me be able to defend myself. Now people are even anxious. Like, why will Nnamdi Kanu even go as far as bringing people that hate him, like people that don't even like to hear his name at all? Like he mentioned the Vumaya, mentioned Suludo, and people Nigerians are wondering what is going on. But I've heard a lot of people say this man is smart. This man is very, very smart. He knows what he's doing. He knows what that this man is very smart, that we should leave him. This man is wise and smart. He knows what he's doing. You think he's a fool, but maybe because many people are shocked when they heard that Nnamdi Kanu called out people that he does not, that don't even like him, to come and testify. Anyway, guys, I love you guys to listen to this wonderful interview from Tennis TV and you hear what this man has to say, and I'm going to be right back. Please drop your thoughts in the comment section.
You'll be out. You'll be out.
The Kanu protest and the agitation for the federal government to release Nnamdi Kanu, how do you view it?
It is a legitimate demand. And I support the protest. Way many Nigerians are in support of the protest. And my position on this has been clear, even from when President Buhari forcefully took him away from Kenya. As far as I'm concerned, Nnamdi Kanu did not do anything that will warrant his detention for 5 years. Nnamdi Kanu, there is no evidence to show that he killed anybody. There's no evidence to show that he carried arms.
That's for the court to determine. And that is in trial.
But if the courts are keeping somebody for 5 years and they have not been able to try him,
is that illegitimate?
Of course, the court. You can see. Hasn't the court decided on this matter when it came to the issue of his bail before the Court of Appeal? He was discharged and acquitted. So as far as I'm concerned, you started with the court. Sheung, I, like most Nigerians, are not persuaded in any manner with what is going in the courts. And I will not also be persuaded whatever judgment, either way or the other, that comes out from the courts. Because there is a deliberate act, and I say so when President Buhari was in office. There are people who have committed heinous crimes in this country. They have murdered people, they have kidnapped people, they have raped women, they have killed children, they have done all sorts of things. There are people aiding and abetting them. There are people who have gone to their domain, talking with them. We are aware of helicopters dropping food, dropping ammunition in the bush, which of course our security had the capacity to trap. Sheung, Nnamdi Kanu did not do any of those. But he's in detention. What was the cause? And I told President Buhari, it was because of the ancient hatred you have against the Igbos. I told President Buhari when he was in office, my position has not changed. But why I'm worried, you're looking at me. I told him you had ancient hatred against the Igbos. That was why he kept Nnamdi Kanu there. If he was from another tribe, Nnamdi Kanu will not be there.
Are you dispassionate about this? Or you are speaking because you are of the same extraction?
Good.
Because there are those who oppose, who don't have the same view as you have it tonight about the situation. There are those who ask questions about those who have taken opportunities on the situation in the South is based on the order, the radio broadcasts, the publications, and the statements that are being made online. You know what has happened with the man in Finland that has been being prosecuted. As soon as that man was being prosecuted, the sit-at-home order and some of the mayhem being unleashed by opportunists of the agitation of Biafra stopped. Southeast started experiencing under this government some level of peace.
Sheung. What I'm saying, I said it to a sitting president. Whether people agree or not, so you know those that loves you. You know those who hate you. It's not because I'm Igbo. I would have taken the same position if a Yoruba man or Fulani man was involved. My patriotism has no limitations.
What do you think that
Just
government of the day? No, apology. What do you think the government of the day who felt that a region consisting of 5 states is under consistent attack and is in distress and is insecure based on the action and the statement of one person? What do you think they could have done differently?
You see the matter? President Tinubu did not cause this problem. He inherited it. President Tinubu has no hand in the detention of Nnamdi Kanu. But what is curious is why he has not taken steps to get him out. He has no hand. He didn't take him there.
As a lawyer, you think how easy would that be to establish a non-prosecute on a matter of national security?
What is the national security? These are things that people manufacture to justify their positions.
Nnamdi Kanu is facing one of the highest criminal offenses,
and that is what?
Terrorism charges against him.
Can you define terrorism?
No, that's what for the courts to tell.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And all the others, all those people that did all the things I aforementioned, none was charged of terrorism. I have explained to you, Nnamdi Kanu has the right to demand peacefully for anything for his people. I am not saying because I'm from there. And that was why I have said it before you. President Tinubu, get him out of this. He has no hand in it. But he's in a position to rectify it. He knew the truth. Why has he not done so? You see, people are talking about some interest group. People are saying, don't release him. It will disbalance this, disbalance that. The truth is that Nnamdi Kanu, as we said that time to President Buhari, go and discuss with Nnamdi Kanu. You don't have to look for him in this manner. This is somebody, look at what is happening today. He did not talk to anybody. If he was outside, they say he has sponsored everybody. Okay. Showore that is taking this thing on his own now, based on his struggles. He's not an Igbo. You were not able to tell Showore this because he's not Igbo. If it was Dawanya, we say, hey, he has come. So we should forget about all these mundane issues and considerations. What is bad is bad. What is not good must be condemned no matter who is involved. President Tinubu, yes, we agree there are some people in the southeast who do not want Nnamdi Kanu out.
Really? There are people like that?
I can say it authoritatively.
Who are those?
There are some top businessmen who are involved in businesses in Abuja, oil and all that. There are some top politicians who are of the view, and which is correct, that if Nnamdi Kanu comes today, there are people whose political career will come to an end permanently without him saying a word. Nnamdi Kanu has been loved by the people. It's like when they were chasing Fubara. You heard me say so here. I told President Tinubu, if the issue about 2027, the person to do business with is Fubara. Are you seeing what is happening there now? They have loved him, they have loved him. Organic support. Nnamdi Kanu need not talk to anybody. That was why I'm sure that is the pressure that the president is having. But the president is number one. He is the president of Nigeria. And he's the only person that can say, stop, it will stop. You don't have to take everything that everybody puts to you, hook, line, and sinker. When the issue started with this insecurity in the southeast, they raided the prison. We came out to say, no, this was not our deeds. Those people were imported. Security came back to realize it. But what happened next? Because they had been exposed, they decided to recruit urchins, non-educated people that are not skilled. Locals started training them.
Are you an IPOB apologist?
No. Look.
I don't expect you to. Are you a believer?
No. I don't expect you to come to that question because you know that I believe in Nigeria.
But I'm asking you might have your. You might have
no.
You might have an apology for the struggle of Biafra and what IPOB stands for.
I am an open book. You will always know where I am.
You know the history of IPOB.
I believe.
You know the history of IPOB.
What's the history?
There are those who say legitimately it started off as a peaceful intentions or right about the agitation of the Igbo.
What brought about IPOB?
But what happened?
No, what brought about IPOB? You have a region that has been marginalized. They've been crying for marginalization. It wasn't during the time of President Buhari. President Tinubu has tried to do one or two things, put some infrastructure, move some money there. You say you don't want them. You say you don't like me. You say you don't want me. Okay, allow me to go home. You say I will not go. One must give way. It's either you bring me at the center or you let me go. We should stop pretending in this country. That is what we are talking about. The people are saying they are marginalized.
What is marginalization? Can you mention one thing that...
Let's look at your dictionary.
No.
Say, well, you know.
In practical terms.
I'm coming. Yeah. There are no federal presence in the southeast. The little we are having now is under Tinubu. 6. None. No good roads, no infrastructure. You borrowed money. President Buhari borrowed money to build rails up to Mali, another country. None cross the southeast. But we are paying the loan back. We are part and parcel of repaying the loan. And you say it is justice. They have the right to protest. You can't beat and flog a child. You still stop the child from crying.
What would have been
the child must cry.
What would have been the best way to handle that situation?
The best way is for President Tinubu to sit down, look at the whole thing, find a way to balance these things, bring in Nnamdi Kanu out, go and do business with Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody else can do that apart from the president. If you subdue this one, expect it again and again and again. You cannot run away from it. Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime. Nnamdi Kanu did nothing. He did not kill anybody. He did not move arms.
It's not for you to decide. The matter is in court.
The truth is naked. I don't need to. The truth is naked.
It is not for you. As a lawyer, you are a servant before the temple of justice.
Let me tell you.
And you know what it means when a matter is before the court. You cannot say Nnamdi Kanu did nothing when the court is still assessing and trying the matter.
It will reach.
No, you are wrong. You are wrong. You are wrong. On that note, you are wrong, sir. No, sir. You are wrong on the note to say. It's a matter of law.
It will get to this.
It's subjudice for you to say.
In this country,
yes, sir.
When people will stop listening to what you are talking about. Let me tell you an experience I had in 1992. I was in NIPS. Part of the programs in NIPS is you have local tours, African tours, and outside tour. My group went to Kano, Imo, then Cameroon, then Brazil. Was it Brazil? Brazil, yes. When we got to Cameroon, the chief of army staff, General Kumankwi, was given instruction by this Povia on certain things. Commander-in-Chief, he said, Mr. President, this order is illegal. I will not obey it. In Cameroon. And I'm ready to take the consequences. That thing was boiling before we left for our foreign tours. It will get to a point in this country, unless we redress judiciary, we redress what we are doing to Nigerian people will start taking the laws.
Just for a moment, sir. The reason why I said you're wrong, sir, and you are a very senior lawyer, you know that when a matter is yet to be decided before the court, you do not take it out of the mouth of justice. Allow the court to have decided the matter. That's why I said this is not a court of law.
The court has decided the issue of Nnamdi Kanu.
Just a moment.
The court has decided.
The court has not freed Nnamdi Kanu.
The court has freed Nnamdi Kanu. The court of appeal.
Just a moment, sir. The court has not decided on the trial of Nnamdi Kanu. It's still in process. The man is still under detention, and the matter is before the court. And I'm saying, as a lawyer, you know that it is not right. It's sub judice for you to now determine for the court on television what the court is still trying at the moment.
Let me tell you. You can do what you like. You can say what you like. I have the right to say I don't believe in what you are doing. It is my inalienable right. You can even sentence me. It is my right. When I sue that everything has been compromised in this country, when nobody can get justice, is it in election matters? And that's why there's no development. People are no longer having confidence in what should have given them the hope that tomorrow will be better. Nnamdi Kanu's case is a case that President Tinubu must address. All these things that are happening today, they're not necessary.
How do you think he will address it? Is it a political or judicial manner in which he will address it? How?
You see, even from the time President Buhari was here, leaders of thought in Igbo land met him. He dismissed it, that it is in court. Governors, 5 governors, led by Hope Uzodinma, whom they are accusing now, erroneously. They don't know the job these people are making to get this man out. But you see, people write nonsense in the media.
So Hope Uzodinma is at the forefront of fighting for Nnamdi Kanu.
Hope Uzodinma, OT, these are the 2 people I know very well.
Abaribe?
I'm talking of governors.
Okay.
So, but there are people, just like the job Hope is doing in you, people will come and write nonsense. Imo now is Dubai. But people will go to internet, those who have not come home for more than 5 years, they will read down there and write. They don't know the effort these people are making. They say they have told people not to release him. They told people not to. Where are your facts? My intel has told me about the governors, and I have told about politicians and businessmen who are afraid of Nnamdi Kanu's release. Let the president. I told you, Shehu, in this station, if we have decided not to release Nnamdi Kanu, bring his body to Ego Square. Let us use him for barbecue. Let his enemies come and chop from the meat so that we can close this matter permanently.
If you were President Tinubu and you decide to release Nnamdi, how would you go about it?
I will call the Igbo leaders, call the governors, take Nnamdi Kanu, file a knowledge protocol, hand Nnamdi Kanu to them. Let him do any other nonsense when he comes out. I'll call the leaders in Igbo land, call all of them. Nnamdi Kanu did not do anything to deserve all this.
Can the leaders in Igbo land actually curtail any excesses that come from the actions of Nnamdi Kanu? Can they control him?
Did Nnamdi Kanu fall from the sky? Did he fall from the sky?
Does he have people that he listens to?
Even a madman. You can see violent madmen and women. You know they fall in love. You see madmen, you don't hear them. But when they are falling in love, when they see that they are lovers, they will change. They become ice water. He didn't fall from the sky. So every madman has somebody that will talk to him and he will listen.
There are people in Nnamdi Kanu listens to.
Call leaders. File a knowledge. Call leaders in Igbo land. Call leaders of thought. Bring them to the villa. Take your son. We are giving him to you. Release him. All these things happening. If not for the good governors we have in the southeast, nothing will work there. We have the best governors in the region now. I am saying it without hesitation. They are working from Hope to OT to Mba and all that. If not, they have frustrated the economy of the place. In a year, we lost almost 7 trillion naira. But they are doing their best to put infrastructure, to empower people, and to do those things, health, education. We are people that work hard. People should stop hating us. So, the Igbo man is the easiest person to deal with if you have his code.
And what is the code of the Igbo man?
It's not for the public. You have to buy it.
Trade and commerce. it's interesting, and if you look at the conversation I had with Governor Soludo yesterday, and he said something that the Igbo man needs to be more accommodating, that if you are an itinerant person, you cannot be seen in a certain light. But
he was saying they are not accommodating?
No.
Okay.
He was talking about how to resolving this matter, and he said his mind. But in a national security prism, how do you explain it to those who are, because justice, they say, justice is not only to be served on the victim, justice to the public, justice to the person who has been prosecuted. So in that sense, there are those who have been on the receiving side of the actions. And if you look at Simon Ekpa, just for a moment, let me land on the thought. There are people who have been maimed and killed
by in the name of Nnamdi Kanu.
No. So that's the question I'm asking.
That is the trajectory
just a moment,
his haters are pushing
there
forward.
are those who ask questions that the intent may be good, but there are opportunists who have taken advantage of it. Take, for example, someone who went to Owerri to visit a former political advisor to Goodluck Jonathan.
President Tinubu has tried to do one or two things, put some infrastructure. Ahmed Gulak, and he was maimed on his way to the airport. And you look at someone like Simon Ekpa, and those who say in the manner in which he was prosecuted in Finland has brought some peace in the southeast region. So from the political point of view, there is what you have said, but the security point of view, how do you deal with it? Nnamdi Kanu has spoken about Simon Ekpa. Most of the things he did was not on his instructions. He didn't hide it, even in court. You see, when you have situations like this, you have different groups, imagine, for their own interest. I had not heard, and I did not hear from any Igbo man of substance that supported Simon Ekpa. Nnamdi Kanu has said in court, open court, get me out of here. All this nonsense going on in Igbo land, in the southeastern state, will stop. Yeah, he didn't impress anybody. He's not somebody that will chicken out or be lenient with his presentations. His threat, when he wants to shoot, he will shoot.
He says that this is an animal kingdom. This is not a nation.
No. It's part of
some of the things that he has said.
You see, there are many people that have, I don't want to start calling names. There are people in this country who say they don't believe in Nigeria. Most of them have found themselves in cabinet. There are many people who have said all sorts of things against Nigeria. It's those of us who believe in this country till tomorrow. Even when IPOP was hot, I was on television, I said that I am for Nigeria.
The question
a Nigeria that will be fair to all.
So let me ask you, will Igbo presidency and Igbo president be a solution to this agitation?
That is not what we are saying. Let me tell you. But for how the whole thing turned around during President Buhari, I am telling you now, and don't misjudge me to say that I say we don't need presidency. The Igbo man, once you are fair to him, what you are giving, according to one of the governors, that is, you give these people, you give the other people. Once you are keeping to it, Igbo man is not interested who is at the top there. But it has come to the point that they say, hey, everybody, they've gotten this. We are 3 ports at independence. Some have gone twice, gone thrice. We have not gotten it.
Do you think that we need a national reconciliation conference where the issues of Igbo land and the civil war and the aftermath needs to be addressed frontally? Do you think that politically this president can achieve that by healing the wound?
I was a member of the National Conference 2014. If President Buhari had taken the report of that conference, 620 recommendations, unanimously passed, we won't be where we are today. President Tinubu would have been concentrating on advancing on that. But President Tinubu came back. He started from where Jonathan stopped to clean all the rubbish that was left behind. including the bastardization of the economy. I'm not speaking for him, but I'm a realist. That is the truth. The man meant a battered, destroyed economy.
We're totally out of time, sir.
Okay, sorry. Right.
Chief Kanu,
So, guys, I'm sure you guys have listened to this wonderful interview. Honestly, Nnamdi Kanu needs to be released, and a lot of people have been saying that the way he acted by saying that he wants to defend himself, they're saying it's a big mistake. That Nnamdi Kanu has made a very big mistake. That he's not supposed to leave his legal teams, and his express legal teams, and tell them to withdraw while he defends himself. But I've seen a lot of people come out to say that Nnamdi Kanu knows what he's doing. He's so smart. He knows what he wants to do. That's why you see, just day before yesterday, he called out some witnesses who are 23 witnesses who are going to come and testify for him as witnesses. And among the 23, he called out Danjuma, T.Y. Danjuma, Charles Soludo of Anambra State, governor of Anambra State, called out Hope Uzodinma, David Umahi too. All these people, he said they are going to come, and even on Wiki, he said they're going to come and testify for them. I've seen a lot of people say, anyway, he knows what he's doing. That Nnamdi Kanu is a very smart person. So whatever he say, maybe he has a reason for saying that. Anyway, guys, that's all we have for today. Let me know your thoughts below. Notice if you're coming across my channel for the first time, do what to hit the subscribe button, like and share this video, and turn on all notifications to be able to get all the latest things in this channel. So we will drop matters of Nnamdi Kanu or any other thing happening in Nigeria. So guys, thanks for watching. See you guys in my next live section.